Hey guys, just doing a quick little video here today. I went game hunting for, I went 2 weeks ago, or God, it's probably longer than that now, probably like a month ago. And I took out my new spy glasses, which I have right here. They're kind of cool. They look like normal glasses, especially when you wear a hat. You really can't tell how thick these things are, but you know, for the most part, you can't see what's going on. I forgot my memory card the first time I went out, and it was very annoying because I went out for about 4 hours and didn't get any footage whatsoever. But this time was my first time with the memory card, and forgive me for my video skills, but you know, when you have the glasses on, your eyes, you know, obviously are looking forward, but the camera is right here. So if I'm looking at this like this, the camera is really picking it up like over here. So you know, forgive me for my crude video skills, but this video is just going to show you like how crappy the Goodwills and the Savers are around here. I'll let you see for yourself. Enjoy. Oh. Okay guys, this is the first store I went to. This is a store called Spree. It's like a Goodwill. They have a lot of DVDs and VHSs, mainly VHSs, as you can see here. Looking at some PlayStation games too. I actually had this one already, but I was kind of looking to gauge to see what prices were. You can see they have, you know, lots of sports titles. Look at all those sports titles right there, and I believe they were all marked for like $4 or $5. Anchorman, that's a good DVD. I already had it though. A couple box seasons of Viva La Bam. Scrolling down here, I'm looking, you know, sometimes in the VHSs you might find something, but man, look at more sports titles, Tiger Woods, NCAAs, Maddens everywhere. I've been noticing a lot of Maddens and a lot of like Dance Dance Revolutions, and even the new Kinect games are being found in the Goodwills a lot lately. But as you can see, no Nintendo, no Sega, no nothing. Kind of disappointing. This next section of the store is kind of like Savers, where they have bags full of items. Last time I found a couple Yahtzee games that I put up on eBay, but this time they didn't have anything. This is just kind of other sections of the store. Sometimes you might find a system here, but on a rare occasion. Walking over to the glass case, usually this is all jewelry. For some reason they put shoes up there, and they're really crappy shoes. There was a couple games back there, a couple Xbox 360 games, it looks like, a couple Xbox games, but they weren't even anything special really. They were just, you know, more sports titles. And I think I've seen one Nintendo game at this store before, and I've been here about 10 times, and it was Dr. Mario, and they wanted like $12, so I passed on it. Okay, this store is called Disc Replay. This isn't the one that's closest to my house. This is one that's a little bit further from my house. You can see they got some boxed NES games up there, but usually they're not very well priced. They got some reproduction controllers, some Xbox and Dreamcast controllers up there as well. This is the glass case. They did have some really good stuff in there. They had a copy of Earthbound, but they wanted $130, and I'm not going to pay that for Earthbound. They had a Mario RPG in there, Turtles Tournament Fighters. The Nintendo games, they've had a decent selection this time in the case. Last time I was there, they had a lot more rare titles. The problem with this store is they will price them even if the label has damage. I think the G.I. Joe, I can't remember what they were asking for it. I want to say maybe $24, and the label was torn. Now usually these bins are full of Nintendo games, but they were lacking a little bit on inventory at this time. Sucks because, you know, I'm always looking for filler titles, and sometimes you can get filler titles here for like $2 or $3, which isn't bad. But as you can see here, usually, like, I mean, the S column, I'm already at like an R's and S's in the games, and usually that doesn't spread for like another 4 or 5 rows. Get a little closer look here. You have obviously Turtles Arcade. They got the Master System games, some box Sega Genesis games. I've been looking for a copy of Home Alone on the Genesis, but I can't seem to find one in the wild. Moving on to, you know, more Genesis. I guess we saw Super Nintendo. here I am. This is where I'm actually looking for Home Alone, but can't find it. If anyone has a copy of Home Alone for the Genesis, let me know. I'd be willing to buy it off of you or trade, even though I don't have too much to trade right now. Glass case. You know, they got all their Pokemons in there, their systems. They have baseball card albums full of Game Boy games. Okay, now we are at Goodwill, I believe. I want to say we're at Goodwill. No, we're at Savers now. This is right across the street from the disc replay, or I should say down the street. Looking through the peg toys, sometimes you can find something decent in there. I think this time I found some hockey cards that I was tempted to pick up, but you know, sports cards really aren't worth as much as they were before in the past. All my cards that I have are worth absolutely nothing. I think, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Hockey cards right there. Nothing, no Yahtzees, no real good handheld games at all this time. And as we continue down the wall, you can see, you know, just belts, and this is, you know, your normal thrift store. I'm walking my way over to the electronic department. I've actually never found a system at this place either. A lot of YouTubers who go to Savers, they find stuff all the time, and I just find junk. I like to look at the sports equipment to see if I can find any hockey stuff for myself. Since I play hockey, sometimes you might be able to find a good deal, like pucks or something. There I saw some shin guards. They were pretty cheap. Snowboard boots, I need a new pair of those, but they weren't my size, unfortunately. It was a good price. I think they were asking $6, so sometimes you find good stuff like that. Right around the corner here is the electronics. Sometimes they have weird stuff just laying around, so I like to look around a little bit. I believe there was a Guitar Hero guitar over here. Yeah, I just passed it right there. They had a Guitar Hero guitar, but I already have like 4 of those. Over here, I should come across a plug-and-play. I believe it was, I don't know if it was a Pac-Man. Again, apologize for the photo skills, but like I said, it's kind of hard to see. Oh, that was a broken PlayStation 2 controller. Literally, the thumbsticks were broke, and I could see the rumble pack or whatever they have on the inside. It was literally dislodged and shaking around in there, and they wanted $5 for that controller. So I passed on that. And I also passed on the plug-and-play. I believe it was a Pac-Man. Just a little too expensive. This is the wall where they have electronics. Just real quick, so always make sure to check it, because sometimes you might find like an N64 AV cord or a power cord or stuff like that. Now we're at the Goodwill. This is the glass case of the Goodwill. They keep all their miscellaneous in there. They only have this one glass case, so there wasn't really anything too good in there today. It was all just junk. No games whatsoever. Electronic wall. They have old, you know, computer joysticks and, you know, just miscellaneous items. There's a steering wheel there. I believe it was a PS1, Xbox, multi-console controller. They wanted too much. They wanted $10, and I already have one for the PS2. So, you know, I didn't want to pick that up. Just a little too expensive, especially not knowing if it works or not. But it was kind of cool, you know. It had decent quality to it. I've never found anything here before as far as systems other than a GameCube, but they wanted $15 for a GameCube with no AV cords or power, so I'm not going to pay that. Walking along, you know, just miscellaneous items. I like to check out the games. Sometimes there's something in there worthwhile, but not usual. Very unusual to find anything worthwhile in these Goodwills. Sports equipment, it's again looking for any kind of hockey stuff, pucks. That guy there, he's literally here all day. Like, anytime I come, he's here. And I seriously think he spends the whole time here waiting for them to put the good stuff on the shelf and then resells it. Because he talks about me before about, like, Nintendo and whatnot. Alright, just in closing here, I did have more footage, but I learned the hard way that my memory card only holds a certain amount, and I think I got like 2 hours of footage. Just some small notes. On the way home, I stopped at a new video game store that I saw on the way home, and I walked in all excited because it said retro games and all this stuff. Never heard of it before. However, it was basically a rebranded Play and Trade, and I went to the Nintendo section, and they wanted, you know, $15 for games that are worth $1, and these games were all looked like they were dragged through the toilet and ripped up and shredded by, excuse me, dogs. So it sucks. Another place I can't go to anymore. And then another place I was going to try to go to was closed. They were closed on Mondays, so nothing I can do. But this video just goes to show you, man, this is what I deal with on like every time I go out. It's always like this. There's never any good finds at Goodwills. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to get warm here in Chicago so I can start hitting up flea markets and hopefully get better luck, because the Goodwills and the thrift stores, they're just not happening. Not happening at all. So if you're still watching, thank you for watching. I should have a pickup video coming next week, maybe early next week. I got a decent amount of Nintendo games to go through. My sister hooked me up big time on some Nintendo games and a new location to check out. So maybe I'll go there on my day off and, you know, see if I can take footage. All right, guys. Thanks.